Yeah. What's up, bro?
Long time no see. It's been a fucking busy month. What's up, Sean? Dab me up too.
What's going on, bro? What's going on, Sean? What's up, man? Everyone, welcome back to the FWABOOM podcast.
It's your boy, John.
Your boy, Rommel, and then we got Sean in the back seat as well.
You have a microphone.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Is it working?
I do. Yeah.
Let's go pour up the shot real quick, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dude, what a month, huh? It's been
Bro.
busy.
Congratulations to Danny and John.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah, I gotta get used to doing that.
Bro.
Danny. Dude, they sound like drug dealers.
Danny.
Got the name. No,
Oh, yeah, bro.
they sound like ghost hunters. You know?
Yeah, you're right.
Like
yeah.
Danny Fenton.
Right.
Danny
Well, this is going to be our second shot. It is about 10:18 in the morning.
in the morning, baby. But
you know,
who's counting?
yeah, who's tracking time?
What? Time is a concept.
It's not real.
Cheers,
Cheers.
Cheers to you.
Oh, woo. You know what I miss doing on this podcast, bro? Ripping beers.
Ripping beers.
Dude, doing chocolates.
Dude, I hope.
Let's do a little reflection moment.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get caught up on the IG and I just look back at our old posts and look at all the crazy moments we've had on there.
Right. I've been taking notes from your book. I'm trying to take a break from social media myself as well.
Hell yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
just kind of separate. The only thing I'm doing at most on IG is just like responding to the DMs, blah blah, the friends,
Yeah.
sending me reels. But then I hate it when I get kind of like after I see that reel, then you instantly.
Yep.
Fuck.
It's instant. It's fucking muscle memory, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, bro, if we could live in a world where we didn't have to do it. I mean,
Right.
I'm only on IG. I only have the app because I have to post these clips and
Yeah,
make sure that
absolutely.
our outreach is out there. So but besides that, it's on a hidden folder. I don't look at it. It's kind of
Oh, you got a
out
hidden.
there.
Is
Yeah.
that a separate app to do, or you can do it
yeah.
on?
So when you go to your like app library, there's like a hidden folder. I'll show you offline as well.
Sick. Yeah,
But
please,
it's
please.
it's just one of those things where you have to go through like either passcode or you have to do like Face ID to
Right.
get to the app. So just kind of putting more obstacles in front of it is better.
That's
So-
kind of like goes back to like when we were talking about quitting vaping, smoking. Like kind of put obstacles in front of you.
Yeah.
Like, is it worth it?
Yeah.
Let me see you flip it and reverse it.
Yeah,
It's your flipping
yeah.
the thing. Yeah.
Dude, let me tell you about the wedding, bro.
Yo, tell
Dude,
me
the
as if I wasn't there.
Yeah, the wedding. Hey, Mr. Lavender wearing lavender at the
So-
wedding, bro.
Ow.
That shit was nice.
I got a lot of compliments on that color.
No,
Yeah. Thank you.
It blended with your your eyes. No,
Thank you.
I miss dancing, bro. I just love dancing. I love being out there and just shaking ass.
Dude,
Yeah.
I loved it when you did that.
Oh yeah, dude.
You was bro. Hey yo, shout out to Miguel, Yvonne.
Oh yeah.
Man, I was just like chilling down there, and then Miguel was just like,
Yeah, dude. Miguel was getting it, bro. Miguel was getting it.
cock was like in my face.
Yeah, dude.
I was
What
sitting down. It's good though.
So I left on the. I mean, we're not gonna we could talk about the wedding. We don't have to talk about the wedding,
Yeah.
but I remember just being there hella late after the wedding at your place at Evan and Aaron's Airbnb, or Evan's Airbnb.
Evan,
yeah,
yeah.
Aaron didn't stay there. Aaron stayed there.
No.
Oh yeah, anyways. But what time did that end, bro? Because I was fucking exhausted, bro.
You know, black people.
Yeah, because I didn't even see you, bro.
Sorry. You don't know that meme? It's okay.
I know the meme. It's funny.
Yeah.
You know, black people.
You're awake, right? I took a lot of dude. I was so tired from the wedding. Like
Dude,
I didn't know I didn't know you left. Like,
Well,
man.
Well, I mean, because it was 30 minutes away from where we were at,
Right,
and it was
right.
just one of those things where I wanted to feel refreshed. I didn't want to feel tired after a
Absolutely.
wedding. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, when I drove out, I got out of there. But when I left, everyone showed up. So I was trying to figure out what time that ended for you guys.
Yeah. So like when I got back home, or when we got back there, I took a nap. So then I woke up to you.
Oh, is that why I didn't see you?
Yeah,
I didn't see you. Yeah.
I woke up to you being there, and then I took another nap.
Oh,
and then
God,
you're
dude.
gone. But yeah, I think Sean knows a little bit more.
The wedding ended like at
10, 11.
not 11, definitely not 11. It was like 9:30 or like 10.
Yeah.
And then everyone, I guess like our house, our Airbnb was like the after party. Like
Right.
Even Danny and John, the bride and groom, were
Soundproof
also
walls.
like wanted to come to our house.
It was a way to go. Yeah.
But we're only there for like, I think mostly everyone was there for like an hour. I don't know. I like took a shower and I went downstairs and there was hella people in the living room and I was like, I'm kind of like overly stimulated.
There was a lot. There was a lot of people, bro.
Yeah. I bought a lot of bottles for that night, and then we didn't actually touch it. Apparently,
it was gone by the.
Wait,
It
really?
was the bottles that Miguel bought. That was gone.
Oh shit! Well, because I bought more.
Oh well, like John walked through the door with more bottles in his hand, so I'm assuming that's the bottle.
But we're drinking one of them right now. We're about to. But
anyways, it was great, dude. You know, and I remember driving up to Sac and Victor was like, "Hey, bro, do you have any cigars?" Blah blah blah.
That drive back after.
Is it bad?
I was dying, bro. I had to give I gave JR a ride. Shout out JR. I gave JR a ride back to his place, but then like it's going from Elk Grove.
Yeah.
Then to I forgot where it's San Ramon.
Yeah, dude.
And then back to San Bruno.
Oh, it's tough,
dude. I picked him up on the way there, and I was kind of bitching a little bit. I was like, and I don't usually, I don't think I usually bitch, but I know I was kind of being a little bitch when I was picking him up.
It's a long drive.
Hey man, that's called awareness, bro, and I like that.
It's a long drive, but then being tired from the wedding and shit.
I mean, you know, here's the thing, bro. When we were driving when I was driving, yes, it was really fun. Shout out to Danny, shout out to John. But I remember driving that, and then I was thinking about PT and how PT kind of lives. Like, you have to pass through PT's place, and I was like, oh my god, this would suck, dude, if you had to drive back and forth from there to there. And I was like, that's gay, dude. That's gay. Yep. So, but yeah, no, shout out to the wedding. Beautiful wedding. Beautiful people. It was
beautiful
awesome.
People.
You know what I really liked about that wedding was the cocktail hour around. I love cocktail. And then I keep calling it the beach right there, that little beach setting. Yeah, that was
people were taking off their shoes, you know, like
that was kind of away from the wedding kind of thing.
I was looking at the frogs and I was like, I'm gonna kiss one.
Hey. Yeah, okay, cool. Dude, my face is fucking red as shit, dude.
Right now?
Yeah, it's red. Dude.
No, it's not. It's not.
No, it is, dude. It is red. Don't fucking gas me up, dude. Don't fucking.
It's not red.
It is red, bro.
It feels red.
It is. It feels fucking hot.
Did you say Israel?
Dude, shout out to the IDF, bro. My bad, dude.
Damn, we get flagged right now.
Yeah. Well, also shout out to D-Day. Shout out to D-Day. What a weird call out, dude.
Hey, shout out D-Day, baby.
Yeah.
Shout out to our fallen warrior soldiers still on the beaches, still in the waters.
Dude. Just never cleaned the
Shout out to the people who survived it. You know, I'm just saying, because every time June 6th comes up, you know, I don't know. It's ingrained in our popular culture, right? D-Day. Yeah. Saving Private Ryan. Video games. Medal of Honor.
Conker's Bad Fur Day. Ooh,
exactly.
Nintendo.
Exactly.
Dude, shout out, dude. Yeah,
but like everything's
it's pop culture, bro. At this point, yeah.
War will never be the same.
War never changes. Yeah.
It changes a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Bro, like drones is crazy.
Dude, solid segue, dude. I fuck with that segue, dude. Yeah.
But yeah.
No, but shout out to D-Day, man. I think all the games that I played on the American side, man, dude, just kind of
right. Dave Defeat. Have you played Dave Defeat?
No.
It's like the World War II Counter-Strike game.
Okay.
So on Steam back in the day, they had a map D-Day. So just playing as a German on the beach and then just it puts you in perspective. Like,
dude, damn, would have let it rip. I always feel like when I'm on the German side, from that perspective, there wasn't a lot of soldiers. Do you feel like when you were watching Saving Private Ryan, it felt like there was miles of soldiers. But then when you're playing those games like Medal of Honor or like those games, there's not a lot of people on the beach.
Right. Well, also you got to remember, video games are limited on their resources, so they can't really show too much.
Oh yeah, so it's probably laggy and stuff like that. Yeah.
Have you ever seen like historical pictures of like D-Day landing?
Saving Private Ryan was pretty historical, so I kind of like just based it off of that. Don't ever lick your lips like that ever again, dude.
Sorry, that's a Mr. Lavender in me. But no, the historical pictures is like borderline. You would think like if you were to see all of that happening in one day, you would have thought that was Armageddon. For a lot of those soldiers that are still on those beaches, it was Armageddon. You know what I'm saying? So just something to like, you know, food for thought. Think about like
I think about
the logistics.
Oh
blah, like
I think about the phases, right? So you're a soldier that was on like those big carriers that got on those ships where the ramp fell forward in front.
Right. You were wave one.
Yeah, you're wave one. So the gate falls down, And of course, you're the first boat on the beach. And if you're a German, you're just letting it rip, dude. Like,
and obviously, like
you're setting the tempo. You're kind of setting the tempo to kill Americans.
Right.
So,
Like you said,
think about that. The first guy when the ramp dropped, you're like,
and you remember that first guy in Saving Private Ryan when the ramp dropped. Or should I say,
yeah. He got fucking lit up. And then people started doing the smart thing with jumping over. Right?
But then they also drowned because of the weight.
Right.
Of their,
well, right. I mean, there was so much chaos. And
there's so much to think about. And what like, I don't think that was in their training, right? To jump over.
Well, I mean, like at that point, it's just natural instinct.
Right. Like everybody thought, like you just go forward.
Your objective was like, I got to get on the beach. So like, how do I get on the beach? Yeah. Obviously, there's a fucking million people dead in front of me. I got to fucking jump over, you know? So, no, but, and also like like taking photos during the moment. Like, have you seen photos?
Right. Like, so most of the pictures that I've seen historically or whatever were like, I want to say satellite. Satellites like that. But, you know, the aerial bird's eye view, or like from the far away. Most of the pictures are also like from after.
Oh, after?
You know, the fact.
There's no photographers that was
kind of wild because then they probably died.
I don't know, man.
Nobody would say they don't just because you see a press badge. I don't think they even had press badges on them on D-Day.
I don't think so.
If you're on that beach, you were hostile.
D-Day
to
was,
the Germans.
Yeah, that was World War II, right? That was World War One. World War One.
Are you being for real? World War II.
World War II. Yeah. World War II. Yeah. Of course.
World War One was the big one.
Yeah, the Great War is that they call it. Yeah, the Great War.
The war where a whole generation was lost.
Yeah, the lost generation is what they call it. Yeah.
World War II is like a more refined version of it, you know? The remix.
It was just basically Germany like, yo, let's run that shit back kind of thing, right?
Yeah, and they got perks.
Well, because
under weapons.
Right? Well, because World War I is all trench warfare, I'm assuming, right?
Right,
and Europe got fucked up. And then they were like, they
trench
lost.
warfare was horrible.
Right. And then they lost, and then they said, you know what, man?
You know what, black people?
Yeah, nothing was to show for it after they lost. And they're like, yo, let's run this shit back kind of thing, right? That's what World War II. But, I mean, there was a lot of positive things that came out of it, because America came out on top.
Oh, we're going to go down this rabbit
hole. Oh, no, I mean, no.
Let me tell you something real quick.
Enlighten me.
Because of the horrors and nightmares of World War II, we have things such as like a lot of things like
Geneva Convention.
No. I'm saying a lot of like tech nowadays. Medical tech has like evolved. Like we were able to like leap years in advancement because of the horrors that that war has brought us. What's it called?
Because it showed us a lot, or we wanted to do better.
Because of the Nazis, because of the unit 7 something. There's a
use Sean, man.
Look, can you look up unit? I think it's called Unit 731. I think
it sounds like a stormtrooper
just
from Star Wars.
World War II Japanese Unit 7 something. But no, because of them, and then like okay, for example, NASA would not be here if not for Nazis after World War II. NASA was basically started from ex-Nazis, like after
Japanese what?
Unit 7. Just put Unit 7 and then see what comes up, like what numbers come up after that. 731, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
No, put me on, bro.
So,
I'm actually interested.
The horrors that Unit 731 put people through, you could only imagine like in like Dante's Inferno hellscape type thing. They were doing human experiments beyond like comprehension, and they were enjoying the fact too that they were doing it.
But first of their kind.
What do you mean?
Like, was there units before, or was this their first like?
This is the unit that was known.
Known
hugely for it. Let's just say that at least. But because of most of their studies and what they found out, they were able to just like we're able to advance in medical technology now. Because they were able to go beyond humane.
Let's just make sure. Can we get a little synopsis of what 731 is, Sean, real quick? Just want to make sure.
I got you. Unit 731. blah, blah, blah. Other names for it was the coveted Biological and Chemical Warfare Research and Development Unit of the Imperial Japanese Army that engaged in lethal human experimentation and biological weapon manufacturing during the Second Sino-Japanese War in World War II.
Mm-hmm. I can't explain in depth what kind of experiments, but I can only kind of describe like for example, like for them to explain like what water pressure does to someone. You know what I mean? Right.
Shit. All right.
Exactly. Right, they were they kind of, I don't know, man. Like
no, and here's the question: like, is this the first of their kind? Like, was there units before it? Like, did they get inspiration from?
Right. And then, like I said, like this is the unit that's most known for it or whatever.
Damn.
For sure.
So let's go back on the topic. So because of Unit 731, that was though there was a lot of tragedy, it wasn't positive because it did advance.
For lack of a better term, yes.
Damn.
Because they were able to, and then that's where, I forgot, there's this one, either Chinese or Japanese, as racist as it sounds. There's this one modern scientist in recent years.
Yeah.
He was talking about how like we are held back because of our what's the word? Our humanity, but that's not what he said exactly.
I can see that.
Because of our ethics, but also like how far are we willing to go?
Yeah.
How are we going to break our ethics? Blah, blah.
That is something that I have actually brought up, and I'm on Reddit, and I actually, and I'm just going to talk about the present now, but there's a company right now that I can't speak of that has a lot of core values and a lot of things that they want to achieve, but their ethics and morals and core values hold them back, and it is hindering their progress in technology. So, but
if there were no ethics or core values, then best believe like they'll go for profit.
Yeah. So
because the public believes in core values.
Yeah. But going back into it, thank you for. I didn't even know about the unit. Yeah.
So no, it's some food for thought. Look it up on your. There's a lot of like podcasts about that. Dive into the history of Unit 731. Horrible stuff, but also eye-opening stuff.
Yeah. Can you, Sean? Can you bring up like positive things that came out of you? I just want to just want to diversify. Just want to positive things that Unit 731.
Oh yeah. Positive outcomes.
Positive outcomes is crazy. Yeah.
Right.
No, but that's
because they did a lot of torture.
But we want to keep it positive,
right,
on this podcast,
without like any human anesthesia or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like to see how far like the human like pain would go.
Yeah, that's literally like Wolverine. Fucking, you ever watch
right,
that?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
actually,
I would say that. Someone would said that to me before. He was like, "What if there is superheroes and we just don't hear about it?" Like, actually,
you're looking at one, baby.
Yeah. You're the greatest stepdad. Yeah.
The greatest stepdad.
No, but yeah, no. Shout out to
it's Mr. Empath.
Yeah, Mr. Lavender. No. I definitely think that there's a lot of negative things, and I think about being a soldier. I think about taking photos. maybe taking photos during those like war times is something that I've always gravitated toward. Just like grabbing a camera, maybe two. You ever watch what is that Mel Gibson movie?
We Were Soldiers.
We Were Soldiers.
With the photojournalist,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And it's like, there's no such thing.
Yeah.
And he gave him a gun, right?
Maybe that's where the start is for me, man. Maybe I was just like, fuck.
We talked about that movie a lot before, too.
Dude, man, that's a great movie, bro.
It's a good movie.
Hamburger Hill. You ever watch Hamburger Hill?
I did.
Vietnam,
dude,
yeah.
Propaganda works.
I get all jazzed up when I'm an American side, bro. I'm all like, I want to be an American, bro.
And then it's about the Vietnam War. Obviously, we lost that war.
Have you...
But we still get jazzed up by it, though.
I'm still an American.
Oh, and have
you ever watched the... Did you just snort?
Did I maybe?
Did you just watch... Have you ever watched the Vietnam War made by... Sean, can you look it up? It's a Netflix documentary, Vietnam War. Really good series, really impactful, but it was made by a famous director that I watched maybe through and through. It was really beautiful.
How long ago was this?
Maybe like a couple of years ago, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago.
I haven't watched anything Vietnam related in a while.
Yeah.
Turning Point?
No, not Turning Point. Just look up Vietnam War. Damn, Netflix documentaries. Famous director. Damn.
I'm pretty sure you can find it if you just went on your Netflix
Yeah, probably.
right now.
Yeah, probably Chat GPT.
Sorry, I don't have Netflix.
No, you don't have it? No. No worries, man.
Well, my Netflix. But yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Dude, you know what I need to start doing, bro?
What?
I need to start drinking fucking milk, dude. I feel like I feel so fucking brittle sometimes, bro. Like,
where else are you getting your calcium from? Do you eat your eggshells?
The eggshells are going towards the garden, by the way.
First of all, if your cum is calcified, hold up, bro.
This is one
I
of
think
these
that's kidney stuff.
This is probably one of those moments where I gotta think before I talk.
Low-key.
No, but all the eggshells go towards our garden.
That's
by the
good.
way. You can check out the garden after the podcast.
Nice.
Yeah,
Please.
But yeah, no, I just need to drink some more milk, man. I
grind
remember
it
just
up in
being,
water.
just remember being stronger drinking whole milk.
Dude.
Like diarrhea was a thing. Like that's whatever.
It still was.
Yeah,
And I still get it now, depending on what I eat. Like, come on, bro.
Whole milk.
I had diarrhea this
whole
morning,
milk
too.
was not. Whole
why
milk was not the factor.
Yeah.
Whole milk, for some reason, just made me feel like a tough boy. You know. So like, I feel like I just need to get back on that. Like, what made me stop drinking whole milk?
Propaganda, baby. When they started saying milk was cancerous or some shit,
know,
or like
dude.
they started saying like the dairy cows are going through. Well, they are going through it, but
Yeah, I need to get back on milk, dude. I just need to get back on just drinking whole milk.
Is
Just
this
slamming that shit.
only
bro.
cow milk, or
Well, because there's a lot of benefits in cow milk.
are you drinking raw milk? You want to get into that? Like,
Raw milk before it
Is that
gets
what you're
processed is. I feel like it's more like hey,
people
Sean, bring
die
up
from raw milk.
really.
I think so, or they develop something.
So people that are sucking out of the teat, like that's not good.
No, like raw cow milk and shit. That's the whole reason why pasteurization was the whole thing. You know, pasteur. You know.
Can you do me a favor? Can we get a beer? Can we get a beer? You want a beer? Yeah. We got a little box of tricks back here. Hey, Sean, do me a favor. Can you tell me what the appendix was for? Because now it's just, dude, I'm just stemming out. I'm just branching out of all these things.
Speaking of appendix, bro, shout out to my other sister, Jill. She just recently got her gallbladder removed.
Shout out to Jill, man.
She going through it, bro.
Dude, shout out to Jill.
She was mentioning how one day, dude. So don't ignore what your body tells you.
Absolutely not.
You know what I mean? Because one day she was saying that like one day like her stomach was like hurting like
Yeah.
more than usual.
Yeah.
So they went to the hospital. So like good thing, because like if it was me, if I was like I'm in pain, I'm all right. I'll be all right. I just have
I'm
to take
Filipino.
a shit.
I got a lot of strength.
You know, I gotta take a shit. But she was like, no, this is a different kind of pain.
No, for sure,
you
bro.
went to the hospital?
Let me tell you a
Yeah.
story, bro. When I was in the military, and but I'll say, oh shit, hold on. Let me,
Oh, yeah.
Did you just blow into it?
No.
Sometimes when there's when I get a shot at the bar, I'll blow into it. It makes it less spicy down my throat.
I don't know why I imagine you drinking Fireball.
Oh
Like,
yeah, dude. Yeah. Let me tell you-
Fireballs for pussies.
dude. Like, you hear that? Fireball, don't fucking sponsor us because you guys are pussies,
you
bro.
pussies.
Yeah. But have you ever had Fireball? Because Fireball sucks, dude.
Yeah,
Fireball sucks.
We used to drink that a lot, like after Captain Morgan. That was like, or for me, I remember drinking it a lot.
You were
like,
chasing it after Captain Morgan?
no, not chasing it, but I was saying like after Captain Morgan, that era.
Yeah.
I would start drinking like a little bit of a Fireball. I was like kind of branch out.
Yeah, well, because it's new, it's hip.
Cinnamon,
you know what I'm saying?
sweet.
Dude, you know
a
what
lot
we
of
should
sugar.
do, bro? After this podcast,
We're
let's
not
go.
getting-
Let's go get some alcohol. Let's make a Long Island iced tea, bro. When's the last time you had a Long Island iced tea?
I had a Tokyo tea. It's basically the same thing, but it's made with Midori instead of what's the base?
Let's get weird next time. Let's get weird. Let's just get some alcohol.
We should make
And we'll just-
cocktails on the podcast.
Dude, you should put your cock on the table, bro. Dude, your big ass ball. Hey, dude, come on, man. Come on, man. I'm trying to get a fucking A rating on YouTube, bro.
A
Come on.
rating.
Cheers.
There's rating.
No, I don't know. But anyways, what I was gonna say was, when I was back in the military, bro, near the end of my career, I kind of was going through a lot of like mental health stuff, and I was on some drugs, bro. I was on some drugs,
What kind of drugs? Put me on, bro.
I was on Ambien for one, right?
Nice,
I was like, going through it. I don't know.
down,
I can
baby.
get my fucking list from the VA, but long story short.
But these are prescribed. Everything was
Prescribed. Yeah, I wasn't like doing hardcore drugs, but
Thought you was on the heroin, baby.
heroin. No. But I'll say that I wanted to just piggyback off what you said about your sister Jill. One time I took my medicine like a normal little boy, no whole milk, and then I took my medicine and I actually collapsed in my barracks room. I actually had an ulcer because I was taking too many pills at the same time. Right. So I just wanted to piggyback and let you know, like, listen to your body, think about it, because that was my first and last time doing medication like that. Because after that, I was like
in bulk, like that.
Right, like fucking 7 pills of like just kind of like knocking them back.
Right. I always think about that because I want to be that kind of person that kind of. I want to take vitamin, you know what I mean? Some supplements. Oh, yeah. Because obviously I don't eat the right stuff. So I need to, take a supplement for, like, calcium. We were talking about, like, I don't drink enough milk anymore. So
gotta eat your eggshells, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Where's that going? But I do realize, too, though, like, if I'm not eating the right things, like, do I want to take in bulk, like, a tray full of pills or whatever? Yeah. And then the last time I did that, like, I had a bad reaction in my stomach. I'd just be yakking and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Shout out Alpha Brain, bro. You made me yak.
Well, I go to Vitamin Shop. Shout out to Vitamin Shop. But I go to Vitamin Shop. I just get a stack, multivitamin, fish oil. Just kind of like the basic stuff just to get me by. Because I know I'm not eating that much greens. I know that I'm not drinking the right stuff. I know that. Right. So you just got to supplement it the right way. But anyways, but besides the point, there's reactions. So you gotta. I mean, it is kind of like a pay to play. You gotta like try out these things. Pay to win.
No, pay to play. Yeah, you're right.
But no, that's it's really interesting because everyone should be taking care of their health in that way. I hope that you take vitamins. Do you take vitamins? You just raw dog?
I'm on and off with it because now I have my moments where like, I'm on it. I'm taking my ashwagandha with it too. My magnesium.
Have you taken ashwagandha? Yeah. Oh, tell me about that experience.
I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, I'm not consistent with it enough, so I can't really say. And then I don't want to be one of those people that say like, I was so clear. Maybe I was. Who knows? But
not more.
Maybe I should get back on it.
No, is it pill form? Like smoking it? Or?
I mean, like when I look at the capsule, it's in the capsule, grounded up. Oh, okay. It's what do you call it? It's ashwagandha. I forgot what kind. I know there's different kinds, right?
Dude, ashwagandha sounds like a bad girl from Ethiopia, right? Like just like a baddie. Just
dude, the blackest skin. The most ebony, like midnight toned skin.
She's got like this fucking leopard print thing that Sean, like the shirt that he wears all the time. Like she's got that. She's walking down
and her name is Calypso.
Calypso? She's doing one of these. Yeah. And then we meet. Yeah. She's like putting a spell on you. Yeah. So we meet her at the bar, right? And she's like, What are you drinking, GI?
She puts. She date rapes you.
No. Let's go backwards. Sorry. She's like, what are you drinking, John? So I'm the girl, right? I'm doing this, right? Yeah. I'm at the bar. Yeah. So what are you drinking, expat? Not GI, not GI.
Shit, I'm drinking a little Modelo.
Yeah. Do you want me to buy you something, GI?
Shit, I don't know. I could take a shot.
Yeah. What are you drinking, GI?
Shit, me. I like me some whiskey.
Ooh, you ever had Ethiopian whiskey before?
No, I never had. What does it taste like?
Yeah, it tastes like fucking coconuts, dude.
Coconuts? I hate coconuts.
I'm allergic to coconuts.
I fucking hate coconuts, bro. Well,
yeah, but she said she sounds bad, dude.
Yeah, Calypso. Yeah. I always say that name because you ever watch Craven yet? Craven the Hunter?
Oh, with the guy, Marvel. The guy that's dating like a 40-year-old girl, like the wife. Yeah, right?
Really? I don't know. The guy who played Kick-Ass?
Yeah. Sean, bring up that guy.
What's his name? Aaron Taylor Johnson?
Yeah, I like him. He's really buff. He's really like...
He's sexy?
Yeah, he's sexy.
He's handsome.
Dude, I actually wanted him for the 007.
But he's dating a 4-year-old?
40-year-old.
Oh. No, I think
I said 4-year-old.
Yeah, I was deeply concerned.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, whoa.
No, 4-year-old. But 4-year-old. I mean, he's probably 30.
No, I think I heard.
Probably 70.
No, I think I heard about this and I didn't. Like he got groomed by her or some shit. That's what some people were saying or something. I forgot.
Wild things to say, dude.
I don't know. He could be grooming me if he wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he's a very sexy man. I wanted him for the.
I liked him in Kick-Ass. Don't read the comic. It's horrible.
Really?
A lot of rape for some reason. I need to fucking.
Get away from that, man. You can't clack all the time when you want to say something bad, bro.
Sorry. I need to remember so I can like.
He's supposed to remember.
Okay.
Just clock it every time,
bro. Yeah.
No, really, a lot of really. We'll crack it. This fucking. Don't worry about it. He'll fucking do it. Yeah. Really?
Yeah. Kick ass.
Really?
Yeah, it's horrible.
Is there parental guidance when you like when you?
I mean, comics is comics. Like,
oh, no. I don't know the age required. Like.
It also depends on the publishing company. So Kick Ass was it Top Cow or Image? It's one or the other. But if it was like Marvel or DC, it's definitely it's not gonna fly. You know.
So let's just make sure we're both on the same. So you go into a comic book store, and then you have like the 18 above in the back.
No.
So it's just like all the.
I mean, they have the porno comics
in the back.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I'm like, that's a 5. Being caught. No. Sorry. You have cigarettes, by the way?
I do.
Nice.
I was actually going to ask you.
I was going to ask you. That's what I forgot this before we started. I was like, I wanted to smoke.
Well, see, here's the thing.
Anyways.
Before we started, I was kind of like figuring out, like, you guys want to start it? Just like
that's fine. No, I came late. So
no. But did you have a vape? You don't have a vape?
No.
Just fucking talking about, bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Wait, for listeners and all that, I do want them to know because I do remember seeing that one comment that said that they stopped vaping since September. Shout out to you, bro. Hope you're still doing that. I vaped during the wedding, you know. I bought a little vape for that. Yeah. And then I realized, like, fuck, man, vape's not the way. Like, I did it for like a quick comfort.
Yeah.
And it was cool for the Airbnb, but then like after that week, I still had it. I was just like, why am I doing this? Fucking.
Yeah, you know, here's the thing, bro. I actually was gonna segue this in the beginning of the podcast, but when I was going up to Sacramento and Victor was like, "Oh yeah, I do cigars, blah blah blah," and then I bought Black and Milds to kind of like. We don't have to smoke a cigar every time, so it's kind of like mitigate that. But I didn't want to buy cigarettes in front of like the wife.
Right.
I hated smoking Black and Milds when I was younger. So why did I think that smoking a Black and Mild when I'm 30?
You saw my face, right, when you said,
dude, I was like back there and I was like, why did I buy this again? Like, why did I like?
I was like, when you said you had a Black and Mild, I was like, okay.
Yeah, I was like so flabbergasted, and I couldn't even get through the whole thing. And I remember I was just like, this sucks. Like, why did I? Why?
Black and Milds remind me of my auntie. Rest in peace. God bless her soul. Yeah, she always be smoking this shit.
Black and Milds. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's no stench. Right?
It's cheap. No, it's cheap.
Yeah.
And it hits.
Dude, let's get some. Dude, next podcast.
No.
Let's get malt liquor.
Oh,
dude, damn, 40 ounces?
Going back in time.
Dude.
Let me take you back.
Yeah, let me get some.
Back.
Let's get some Colt 45s.
Back in time.
Old English. Let's.
I'm not big on Old English.
Well, yeah.
I should get me fucked up. But
really?
Yeah.
The one that gets me
Mickey's,
fucked up.
I'm good with Mickey's.
Mickey's is cool. Yeah. I like Colt 45s.
I was like our shit back in the day.
Yeah. Colt 45s was good. The other one that used to fuck me up was the...
Colt 45!
Not the Afro Man, yeah. Steelhead? Steelworks? No. Or like something.
No, you're right, yeah.
Or Steel. Mad Dog or some shit like that. I forgot what the name was, but that shit we used to...
There's a Cobra.
Fuck. Yeah, Cobra, dude. Yeah.
Damn, those were like the crackhead.
I mean, we were fucking broke, dude.
Those were the crackhead tall cans. So like when I would,
man, I feel so good.
When I would be in the city, you would always see like back in the day driving around.
Yeah,
I would always see like those old heads on the corner street by the liquor store.
Yeah,
and those were the exact cans they would have outside.
Bring back 40 ounces, bro. That's what a vibe.
Let's bring back old heads, bro.
We are the old heads now, dude.
Bro, don't say that.
All right, I'm sorry about that. But I do want to say. Fuck, what was I going to say, bro? Yo, pour me up another shot, bro. Let's get this shit cracking, bro. Dude, can I tell you something that I recently just found out?
Tell me, baby.
Dude, Sean, Wu-Tang name generator. Let's get it, bro.
Wait, you just found out about it?
No, I didn't just find out. Yeah, I did actually. Shout out to the YouTube reels.
Did you know that's how Childish Gambino got his name?
That's actually what I heard. And so let me just put you on. My name for...
Put me on, baby.
Yeah, my name is called Wicked Warrior. What is your... Fuck you, man. What is yours?
Nothing. You tell me.
No. Let's put it in. Fucking asshole.
Oh, wait, you got it right there already. Nice. I don't even know anymore.
I mean, I went to whatever website it looked like it was like the oldest.
Yeah, put the name in, bro. Put the name in.
Put my full name.
Yeah, put the name in.
Hold on, let's make sure it's real. I'm put Donald Glover.
Okay.
And hopefully Childish Gambino should pop.
Yeah,
I don't think it will. Like, It's gonna be like random.
Oh, yo, shout out to appendix, bro. What the fuck is the appendix function again?
Who's dong? Who's dong?
I was gonna answer your question, and then you like never circled back. So I
It's all right, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I just want to say shout out to everyone that's listening and watching this podcast, man. We do really appreciate it. You know, it's a lot of us being out here in the front of the camera, just being 100% ourselves, and we do appreciate everyone that's come back every week, just kind of like enjoying the time together. It is
It's doxing you.
yeah, it is a scary feeling because sometimes we do have to be aware. Once we like review these videos, once we review the videos, we're like, damn, bro, we left a lot on the table, you know. So sometimes we gotta bring it back, and you know, we kind of just have to like save some of that stuff for ourselves, is what I like to say, because it's called boundaries, and I think we gotta save that for ourselves. So sometimes we keep it light, sometimes we go into it, but just know that every podcast we kind of
this one's legit.
Okay, that's the one.
Oh yeah.
So
that is the one.
I typed in Donald Glover and it output Charles Gambino.
Put my
what
name
do you want to put in?
John.
Your full name?
Yeah, John.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, John.
Oh, dude, shout out to the Wu-Tang Clan, bro. Shout out to 36 Chambers, bro.
Don't look at my phone.
Yes.
People are gonna find out my phone name somehow, one way or another. But I don't want it to be that easy for them right now.
It auto-populated on my computer too.
Did it really? Nice.
Hey,
that's not any better.
The Warlock Master. I'm the
Warlock.
Wicked. What is it called? Well,
Did you get it from this
No. Can you put mine? Mine is Wicked something.
You said Wicked Warrior.
Wicked Warrior, bro.
Warlock, man. I kind of like yours better.
Wicked Warrior.
You want Junior in your name?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's it so Wicked Warrior, bro? It's fucking Destiny.
Oh.
Warlock. Was it Master?
Yeah. You kind of like a Warlock.
But why Master?
Because you're the master of your destiny. I don't know.
Master
something. Yeah. Crane Sympathetic.
I like that.
It's kind of.
I like that. I fuck with that.
Yeah.
Yo,
We got the fucking Warlock Master and the fucking Crane Sympathetic in this motherfucker.
Yeah, you know what the fuck going on.
Yeah. Hey, yo, play that shit.
Yo, peace guy.
Yeah, peace guy. Peace guy. Yeah.
I split lickety. You got that dick digging me. Oh, wait.
I gotta be the guy to kill it and leave it a beaver. Some shit like that. That was, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. That's good.
I usually can freestyle. I want people to understand that. I usually can, but...
Do you remember all the times that we used to freestyle at the beach?
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to do that, bro.
Sorry.
No.
I took that wrong. Yeah, no, I absolutely did. I don't think I ever told you, but Shane took me to I forgot what it was exactly in Oakland. It was like a hip hop thing or whatever. There's a whole bunch of cats over there, and then
Now?
shut up.
And then, right here, bro.
And then I was fucking I was freestyling with like a bunch of, with some people.
Oh shit.
And then it's kind of funny when you actually like vibe with other people. A lot of people don't know what they're doing either. They just be mumble rapping too in their freestyles and shit. And then when it was my turn to go, man, that was fun. It was fun because I remember this one guy who was like, bruh. He was like, bruh, I was on some deep shit, bro. What's your name? I was like, fuck, what is my rap name?
Yo,
Yeah,
dude.
man.
Man.
Think about it. Yeah, I just said Yon.
That's a good rap name. I
fuck,
like that, bro.
But yeah, no. I forgot what the event was, but like, no, it was a good time.
No, I fuck with that. I fuck with that, bro. You know, there's a hidden truth behind the things that we do. You know, I was reading about.
Ooh, it's very Wu-Tang of you right now.
Yeah. There's a hidden truth, my guy. No.
Crane Sympathetic.
Yeah, Crane Sympathetic. No, but there's a hidden truth between what we do, and I do believe that, you know, do you believe that you're a master of none, but you do like dabble in things?
No, for sure.
Can you imagine if we just could put all of our focus into one thing, right? It's just like it's just repetition. Right? Like driving better, you just drive more.
Right.
Making beats, you just make more beats.
Yeah.
Making art, you just make more art.
Absolutely. I mean,
rapping or freestyling, you just freestyle more.
It's like kind of like what you kind of like tie to like, you tie something to that person that you know, right?
Yeah.
Like for me, for example, shout out Shane Sounds. I always think about DJing and like the hip hop producing.
Yeah.
Like, and like also like just like pure hip hop.
Yeah.
I always think about him, you know what I mean? Like
100%.
kind of, you know, it's one of those things.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's like the one of those things too is like when I was younger, I did a lot of photography. So I just dove deep into photography. So I did a lot of photography. So I feel like I'm good in that sense. But like for me, the idea is like, if you wanted to get more into freestyle rapping or rapping in general, you just gotta do more. It's just a muscle that you gotta flex a lot.
Also, I don't want to be like a fucking like one of those like. You ever go on TikTok? You see it on like TikTok Live. Yeah, I freestyle every name I see on my feed, and what you know. Oh, who is that next to me? It's the guy. Like, bro, like I'm tired of that. I'm not a fan of that stuff,
dude.
Like at first growing up, like no, that's the essence of hip hop.
Right.
But if you're just doing it just to get the likes, like what's his name? Common was like he was dope. You know, he's dope. He was the top, like freestyler, blah blah. Yeah. But because like he was only known as the top because media captured him, right?
Okay.
But there's other people obviously like better than, but like media doesn't capture, et cetera, et cetera.
During the time.
Right.
East Coast.
And then also like and then obviously. This is me like theorizing though, but like once you already got the cameras on you, you don't even have to like be good anymore, right? If you're already making bank, right?
Right.
So that's why like you don't hear as much soul. This is me per se. You don't hear as much soul like when you hear commercial stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a formula just to get the paycheck, and they know you because you got your name surrounded by
the incentive,
right? Like
the incentive to make
like
good music.
Like Pharrell's dope. Don't get me wrong, but. I mean, some of the commercial stuff that you hear from Pharrell. Yeah. I mean...
It's just to get the bag.
Exactly right.
Everyone's chasing the bag. Yeah, everyone's chasing the bag, bro.
I think that song is trash, to be honest.
No.
And that song does not make me happy.
No. It's it's a lot of... Yeah. Sean's like, I fucking love that song.
No. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. No. Like, people can like it, but that's just me. Yeah.
No. Yeah. I hear you. I totally hear you. I think that the important thing to say about that is like... When you identify that there is an outcome, you kind of lessen the push or the motivation behind it.
And I also understand like that stuff is not for me. So I'll say my piece. Like I'll say I won't like it, but I'm not gonna be like you should not like it.
Right. Push your agenda on people.
Like no, fuck that. I'm an asshole for doing it. Like no, that's just me.
Yeah, then you become a hater.
Right.
The fuck was that? Bro?
Now hate with me.
No. We've been down this road before.
But that's not my motive, my forte, or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. If you agree with me, then you agree with me.
No, like for sure, bro. For sure. Yeah. You know one thing that I miss, bro? I miss going. Honestly, bro, I was gonna say I miss going to the city with you, just drinking. Dude, I do miss that. But I'll say the one thing I do miss is actually, just walking around like. Just going into stores like in Chinatown. Like I don't know if you're like if you read about it, but there's like a Bruce Lee memorial, like a statue that's being built in Chinatown.
Oh yeah,
Asian American, Asian American. You know,
Sorry, I don't know what the fuck that was. Shout out Wing Chun. Shout out Jeet Kune Do. You know, Jeet Kune Do is the one that he developed.
Oh, I don't know, bro. I don't know anything about. Dude, I'm not Chinese, bro.
Bro, I mean neither am I. But Jeet Kune Do is the one that he formulated.
Oh, really?
From Wing Chun.
Right, Wing Chun was the Ip Man movie. Yeah. Dude, I watched The Raid the other day. Holy shit, dude. The Raid was a good fucking movie, bro. I bought the bundle
cinematography,
pack. Yeah, no.
I never watched the second one. Is it good?
I'm about to. Like, I watch it upstairs. Let me know. Raid number 2. But, they're making a memorial for Bruce Lee out there. I don't know where in the statue, but I was going to say, like, Bruce Lee, Chinatown got some hidden gems for drinking, bro. So, like, some bars and stuff like that, so...
I just don't want to get my car broken into anymore. Or like I've had her get it broken into before.
Really?
You know, in the city. I took a girl out to a date outside. Went to I don't know if it's still around. Moshi Moshi. It's literally called like something like that.
Yeah.
I think it's like
Moshi Mosh.
Yeah. But went there, went back out, and then saw that my car was broken into. They didn't steal nothing. They didn't realize what to steal. I was like, damn, all the effort for nothing. It was just a whole headache. So yeah.
So that trauma that put you traumatic of.
Yeah, kind of just like damn, like I don't really have incentive to go out there as much.
That's tough, dude. That's tough.
And also things are just expensive.
Yeah,
that's all it comes down to.
The last time I went out I went to an Italian restaurant up in like North Beach with like I think like me, Victor, and Annette. And like Brian, we went to go get pizza. And
I was there.
It was good. Yeah, you were there. Yeah, we had anchovies and stuff like that. And then we went to
we got the flatbread pizza.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And then we went to the Chinatown bar afterwards. We went downstairs, went to a little speakeasy kind of thing.
Right.
You had to go past through the back.
And then we went to Rio after that, right?
Yeah, we just went through a lot, and that's the stuff that I fucking.
No, but yeah, the speakeasy thing. Yeah.
Just miss like going out, bro.
Yeah. That little bar was cool. I remember going in there, and then It wasn't lively at first, but obviously we're just looking for a spot to chill, drink, hear some music. That's all it comes down to: music and vibes, right?
Yeah.
And just a place to drink.
No.
But
yeah, I always want to I don't know, I just want more of a loungy kind of area.
Absolutely.
You know, the whole Bay Area is kind of changing in front of us. How do you feel about gentrification? Like, do you?
Oh man, gentrification's always been a thing since then. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But like, are you with it or no? Because like for me, I'm kind of borderline between, because I want to see my neighborhood flourish, right? But then I understand that the culture and the locals get pushed out, because of money or you know the expenses. So I'm kind of torn in between, but also I want good parks. I want that's a cafe that I want to walk to. Like, it's so weird.
Let me say this much: when I see a new park come up or whatever, and think, a part of me doesn't think that's actually an SF park or whatever. It's not it's just a park that the city made with
an agenda.
Right. These are all agendas. Like, these aren't actual real. Like, if you go to New York, you go to a park it's a real park. You know, people are chilling. You know what I mean?
Right.
But this is me just saying, for example, in San Bruno on San Mateo Avenue, they made there's a spot where the fountain used to be, and then they made it a park. But it's just a bunch of concrete, some tables, a stage.
No shit. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but I don't think it's a park. You know, I thought what it was before was nicer. Right. I thought that was nicer before back then. I think it was just them trying to say this me conspiracy hat, launder money. You know what I mean? Put money somewhere else while they pocket the rest. You know, because then why the fuck do city projects? Why the fuck do city projects cost so much and then very little shows for it or somewhat? I don't know. That's just me. I don't go out enough to say, but Dolores Park used to look different before back then.
Really?
I forgot what it looked before. I want to say it looked better before.
Really?
You know, that's just me.
Yeah, hidden agendas that are not transparent to the the community. But I was
gentrification. Oh yeah, you're asking gentrification. For me, you know, Because when I went to New York too, I saw that firsthand over there too. I saw the beginning of it in Brooklyn.
No, Brooklyn, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then I remember I went to a coffee shop, and then I was going there for almost not daily, but quite often within that month that I was over there. And then one guy was asking "Oh, you from here?" I was like, "Oh no, I'm helping someone move." And then he's like, "We're getting a lot of those right now." I'm like,
oh, really? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, see, that's the thing with me is when I went to New York, maybe when in my 20s.
Yeah.
You said that you went to Brooklyn. I was like, I never, because Brooklyn had more of a reputation, right? You kind of fly in and then you kind of just take.
Brooklyn is also known for being the one. It's how Mission was being gentrified.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So then I just never went there, right? But then I also heard good food, good people.
It is,
but when I used to go, and then when you told me that you stayed in Brooklyn, I was like, oh shit, it's more of a rougher side of
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. But then it started gentrifying, and I just didn't understand that part.
It's very you could feel it as soon as you stepped on the corner that changed.
Really?
From one gentrified block to the ungentrified.
Really? Yeah. Wow. Yeah. What are some places that I know we had this conversation before, maybe offline as well, but is there any place that you wish that you kind of lived at or started? Because I always feel like it's been a blessing that we grew up in the Bay Area and that we met each other and we have this great friendship. But if you could reset, where would you is there any place that you wanted to to start?
I think now that I'm older and wiser, I think where I'm at or where I grew up and was born and raised, blah blah, I think that's as good as it gets for me personally in my mind, because if I were to grow up somewhere else, that would obviously change my mindset, how I grew up. It's easy I don't want to romanticize too much New York, or I don't want to romanticize Philippines, if I grew up there, you know what I mean? There's a reason why I grew up where I grew up. Yeah. And was raised the way I was raised.
No, that's great. That's a great point.
And gave the perspective that
that's a great point.
It's one of those things. I'm just a kid from San Bruno. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We've said that a lot.
Pushing 30 though.
Yeah.
But yeah. You know what I'm saying? San Bruno, it's suburbia. I spent a lot of time in SF too, growing up. It's one of those things. West Coast is best coast, but for me.
Yeah. I'll tell you a story. When me and Victor were growing up, we'd always watch these crazy Italian New York movies, Casino.
Yeah, Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. So when I was just growing up with Victor, me and Victor were like, man, there's like this whole special magical place that we probably, will probably never go. And I remember, when I met, Van, and I met, Van's mom, and she would tell me about, Massachusetts and, Boston and, her being in the restaurant business. I think about like, oh my God, she went through like not the 50s or 60s, but like more of like the 80s, 90s. And she understood what that looked like and kind of felt what the East Coast looked like as an, Asian American, or an Asian person, in, the East Coast. And there's just there's this fantasy that I've always had in my head about, kind of like the grit that you kind of like.
You bring up a good point there because my mom, like growing up, my mom wanted me to stay away from like my family in the city, blah blah, because like my cousins and all them, they grew up in the 80s, like you know what I mean, like tough, rough, drugs, amok, in the city, blah blah. And my mom also ventured out to New York in the 80s as well. Yeah, back then she told me that she went to like a sex show like with her friends. They're like, oh, she's so innocent, but like I
mean, it's not far fetched.
It's wild, but yeah. No, it's like what you can imagine. Like I don't know. And just hearing all that,
why
and
is
then
it taboo? Like, why are we? Yeah. Anyways,
right? No, no, you're right. Exactly. And then like compared to now, and then that's why now it's like it switches. Like perspective is always changing, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, yeah. No, I just had like
no, there's a lot.
Yeah, obviously, like they went through, like they're going through stuff for the first time as much as we are.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, so
yeah. I think. As much as we try not to make this as deep as possible, I do want to say that there's a lot of times where I have to remind myself that this is the first time that our parents were living. And so I kind of sit with that, and I read this in the book, and I kind of sit with that sentence, and I think this is their first time.
Yeah.
It wasn't their second time. They didn't know any better.
Yeah. And
I'm not saying that we should, lay, we need to pump the brakes, but I'm saying like they didn't know any better. This is their first, yeah. And so like the mistakes that we made, it's just this is our first time.
Yep.
This is my first time living. Sorry, didn't make the right decision this time. Yep. So it is a hard one because I had to look back and.
Me and Sean were actually having a conversation on the way here about like AI.
Okay.
Stuff. And like how reverse parenting. You know what I mean? We kind of have to like still like pump the brakes and teach them stuff that obviously they couldn't teach us about. And we're in this like pattern now. I don't know how to explain it, but like things aren't normal per se anymore, or it doesn't go by the book or by their book anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because everyone could fall victim. Anyone could fall victim to AI. And like that's me using AI as an example, because that's the thing that's like it doesn't what do you call it? It doesn't, what's the word? It's not prejudice.
Yeah.
To whoever perceives it, they perceive it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good because there's no, AI doesn't,
It doesn't judge.
Doesn't judge age, doesn't judge, that's great. That's a great way to look at that.
It's us, That's what separates humanity from AI. Judging. Fuck, maybe we should go. I'm serious, no.
Yeah, man. And just going back into, I know that we get in these tangents, and I love it. But the whole thing about it was just gentrification, and I think that for me again, this magical world of New York, how no one holds your hand. You kind of just have to go through life, and it is a special place. But
they have community. That's what it was too before the gentrification. Like when I was talking about like Brooklyn and all that, what I was seeing between the gentrification and all that, they had community.
That's what it is.
People were familiar with each other.
That's what it is, bro.
But then when you got transplants coming in, like obviously, like when we were coming here, like you meet new people. That's how neighborhoods lose their soul, because the people that made the neighborhood are no longer there, and now they're replaced by people that are trying to make profit.
Do you think there's opportunity to create a new culture, or do you think that the culture is more of a blanket?
Here's something that I've always like seen before, like during the peak gentrification, blah blah, and how people like would say, this is how you fight it. It takes the hood to save the hood. So if you want your community to strive and things like that, like you need to gather your community, learn how to invest together as a community to keep the community thriving, etc.
That's what they said.
It's one of those things.
There's a movie with Lawrence Fishburne where he said that in front of people, in front of the billboard, and people in the community like, what is that? You know, because they're in the ghetto and all that stuff. And he was like explaining like, this is what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. We all need to be educated in what's going to happen in the next couple of years. But it does take a community. Yeah. And I think that's what it is, man. I think that a lot of the times
it takes a lot of big brother mentality too.
Yeah.
But like big brother in a good way, not big brother like I got my eye on you, I got control. I mean big brother as in like I'm gonna die for my little ones, so they can, you know what I mean, like that kind of big brother. Yeah. Shit like that.
No, 100%, bro, 100%. Sean, do you know what the movie that I'm talking about? Lawrence Fishburne.
No.
Yeah.
Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood.
Oh,
yeah, Boys in the Hood.
Yeah,
he was. I think he was in a small part of it, but he was
like the main like.
Well, he was more of a wisdom guy.
You're right.
He was on top of a like more of a dirt patch and on this billboard, and then people came up to him and was like, "What is this?" And then he was talking about gentrification. It was a very important part because the message that they perceived, right? People, you know, a lot of people were going to watch that, and people did not know what gentrification was, and they had to be aware that the community is going to be changing in front of them as we go on. So, but yeah, no, I think community is what it is.
No, absolutely,
community is a big part of it. You know, I think. You know, when me and Van, you know, when we got together during, you know, the end of COVID or whatever COVID looks like.
Right. 23, 2022, I forgot.
Yeah, you know, there was a big part of it where we wanted to. Well, I wanted to move to New York. I told her I was like, I'm ready to get the fuck out of here, because my internship fell through. Blah 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 blah, and I just remember we looked at places, right, and that it was rough.
Yeah,
and we're saying like, can two striving artists make it in New York City? But also go to our third spot, which was a bar that we really liked, very loungy, but also understand that New York was striving. There was something happening, beautiful food, beautiful people, artists, food fairs, festivals. It was happening.
That's why.
But can two artists make it? And there's a beauty to that, right? Just not knowing if we can make it.
My voice cracked.
Yeah, no.
I want to say
it's
like
scary. It's scary, but also like
exactly.
No one's gonna hold your hand.
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
It's a story that's supposed to unfold before you.
Right.
It's a story that hasn't been written.
Right.
Like it's like remember how we was talking about guidance?
Yeah.
Like we could do if only we had a little bit of that.
Guidance, yeah.
That part is like one of those things where it's like maybe it's supposed to unfold the way, but like maybe if you did it or whatever, you know, like.
Yeah. I try not to live there anymore.
Exactly.
But I always think about there's that magic, there's that story where
that's the romanticization at work. That's what it is. Don't get me wrong though. New York's amazing and all that. It has its quirks. It's beautiful. The people are amazing there too. You know, people could just like be whoever. And though I always compare SF to New York in a way where I just say SF is sleepy.
Yeah.
Why is everything closing so fucking early? You know what I mean? What the fuck? But New York, you could chop it up with anybody. Yeah. You know what I mean? You could go anywhere and just like all of a sudden you chop it with someone new.
Well, I mean that was the whole beauty of it. It was like after we went to go watch like Hamlet or whatever, me and Van went over there. You just like pizza, you know, just like a pizza spot, a bar, and like everyone just like
let me rewind.
It's still happening.
Let me rewind.
At like 11, 12 o'clock. You know?
Let me rewind though, actually, because I take that back because that comes down to like a personal issue because. There are people in SF still doing that, going out and about. But then people are weird here. Like, if someone comes up to you, all of a sudden you're just like, who the fuck was that guy?
More guarded.
More guarded. Exactly. I was one of those people. Very guarded. Like, well, I'm not going to. But now that I've kind of been out and about other places, I'm like, it's good to talk to people. Yeah. Welcome energy, you know?
You got to talk to more people, more stories, man.
We as much as we have cells in our body, we're all the same thing on a planet. So let's coexist, get to know each other.
I mean, you know, the most thing that you can identify in your life is just identifying that if you're an extrovert or introvert. And, you know, I can go 3-4 months without talking to somebody, like just kind of like on my own grind. Yeah. And then like just kind of go all out talking because you miss that conversation aspect. You kind of miss the just relationship aspect
just
of
getting
everything.
it out,
and
then hearing something back.
Just bullshit.
Even if you know what you need to hear, sometimes it's nice to hear someone say it.
Feedback.
For you.
No. So 100%. I definitely think.
Speaking of feedback, please like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what needs to be said, what we could do.
Yeah, you know what? I think what we'll do is I'll put like more of like a. I think this week around I'll put like a poll, be like, what do you guys want us to talk about? You know, and we'll kind of like kind of get more into the community, you know, because we do have a lot of great listeners that comment and actually like tune in. And again, it is one of those things where we're getting new people, because like what you said earlier was like there are people that are commenting that like we don't know their username.
Oh, you don't know those people either, or
no? I thought you knew.
Oh, I thought you.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
What? Where?
No, but that's beautiful. Because a lot of our data, and then we can talk about that offline.
Shout out to the viewers.
Yeah,
thank you.
Well, to circle back, I definitely wanted to say the gentrification part was because last year, I don't know if shout out to Everybody Eats Festival, shout out to all the Bay Area artists. You know, I definitely think that the venue that they had last year was at the Alameda, like whatever that's called, like the Alameda County
Fairfield, whatever. I don't.
Yeah, where they have like a lot of the night markets and food stuff and all that stuff. And I was doing some research, and they're actually doing like a surf park there. They're actually like gentrifying
like water?
it. Yeah, they're actually doing a surf park. So that's a part of the gentrification that I'm just like, well, Alameda is a beautiful place, but also like you put like this whole big aspect. You kind of like cut a lot of the night market aspect to it, and I guess that's why I want to circle back. Is like, is that a good thing or a bad thing for Alameda? You know,
we could also argue this, and this could be an argument for another conversation topic for another episode. But could there be ulterior motives, racial motives?
Right.
We'll find out next time.
We'll find out next time on. No, but it's true. It's like I just get so caught up in it because it brings in so much revenue.
It does.
But then it's just like, what kind of people they're attracting,
and at what cost you push? At what cost you push natives and locals out? You know, that's about where it comes. That's the downside of gentrification.
Well, I mean, that's the whole thing. Is because like Van does her art markets now.
Yeah, right.
Same place, exactly. But then there's a huge naval base there. And I think they're going to be in a lot of breweries in Alameda as well too.
How many IPAs do we need in this world?
Yeah, let's just put them all on a one street.
Let me lick a tree and eat an orange and be like, that's a great IPA.
Yeah. Let's just put them all on one street.
I'm trying to look for something bitter so I can lick it.
Yeah, you could suck on my balls. Sorry.
Anyways, what a shot it is. Oh, God. This was a good episode.
I already have one shot. Yeah.
This was a good episode back. Like after, we took a little break because obviously fucking wedding,
life.
Stuff, you know.
I will say this, to the people that listen in, just know that I miss like doing this with you guys.
No, absolutely.
Now that we do it on a 2-week basis, I think that it's important to give ourselves time.
Yeah.
But also I miss like fucking getting it all out.
Dude, yeah, fuck yeah.
But also there's not every week that we see each other, there's not a lot, to fucking dish out.
Right. Well, that's why I also like.
There's a balance.
We gotta find we gotta look for stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Stuff to talk about as friends, but the fact that we have a camera in front of us.
No, 100%. So I really love. I really want to just to say, I appreciate everyone that listens on Spotify and or YouTube.
Shout out you boys.
Yeah, shout out to our last guest, Austin. I definitely shout out.
Sorry. My fault.
Shout out to the FWABOOM crew. I definitely do love the. I don't know. I love hearing that they heard the podcast. And shout out to you that's in the car listening to this and tuning in every week because I fucking shared it. But we're trying new things. There is no blueprint. We're all
shooting the shit.
All as authentic as we can. We're trying it out. We're trying to make this work. And so
the point thing is we try. We
try, and the journey, and we're being very transparent on the journey. So we appreciate you guys. We love you. It's been a great podcast. Shout out to everybody. But cheers.
Cheers.
Shout out. John, take us out.
You know what the fuck going on. Thanks for rocking with us, rolling with us, and we are out. FWABOOM. I love you. I feel so bad. I've been holding that in so bad.
I felt that. Oh, yeah. Fuck her. Get it. Get in here. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.